Hi everyone, Peter Lisiaga here, Master Instructor of Donato Karate Center. I hope you guys had a fantastic day, a very exciting day indeed. I know kids started back to school, and I know tomorrow more kids get back to school. High school kids are going back. I know Lenape going back to school, and so I thought I'd come on and share a couple of thoughts that I have. I just want to encourage parents, encourage teachers, encourage the students, encourage our community, and at the same time, I want to encourage me. And to do that, I'm doing a lot of research and study just to make sure I mitigate myself, my emotions, my mental state, my physical state as we go into this new experience in this time in history, unprecedented, right? So I thought I'd come on here and share a couple of things, and we all have this desire, and we inspire others to have to strive for this as well, just to be great at what we do, and to do our best and just be great. And I was thinking about that today, speaking to a couple of people today, and doing a lot of research on this idea of being great. Right now, kids are going back to school. We want them to be great. We want the teachers to be great. We want everyone to be successful and be great at what they're doing, regardless of what's going on in the world. Okay, and so when students come into class, I want them to be great, even though my job is to really to help them improve their strengths and take their perceived weaknesses and then find ways around them to make them stronger, if not to maximize the strengths and overcome the weaknesses, all this stuff. We want everyone to be great. And I believe that we all want this. But there's one thing I believe that you need this, or else you cannot be great. This is one thing that I believe you need, or you just won't be great. You can have talent. There are people who have a lot of talent. I know so many people with talent. I've met so many great talented people in the world, and they've got that talent. And so that's one thing you need. You definitely need talent, and I think we all know that. And we all have gifts and talents and abilities. We may not think we do, but I truly believe that we are all designed and born with gifts and talents, that we are part of a whole, and we are all an important part of that whole, the universe, the world. So I know we have talent. I also know that it's important to have a warrior spirit, that competitive spirit, this warrior spirit, this indomitable spirit. That's number two. You've got to have a warrior spirit. You've got to be willing to fight and to keep getting up and fighting. And then you match that up with your talent and your gifts. And then you have that competitive spirit, this warrior spirit. And then you also need to gain knowledge, get understanding, get wisdom. You need intelligence. You need the talent. You need your talent, your gifts, your abilities. You need to have this warrior spirit, this competitive edge. You're going to get it done, even if your competition is you. And so some of us want to compete against other people, but you need that warrior spirit to get up and keep going and be the best, be great. And you also need to have the intelligence to know how to use your gifts and talents, and how to use that warrior spirit in a very discerning way. So you need the intelligence, wisdom, and knowledge and understanding. You need those three things. Okay. And so one thing, you can have all the talent in the world. You can have this warrior spirit, this competitive spirit. You can have the intelligence. However, if you don't have this one thing, then you're not going to be able to stand up against the challenges of life. Life is going to come at you with this onslaught of waves that's just going to come hitting you hard. And so you can have talent, competitiveness, you can have intelligence. However, if you don't have this one thing, and that's resilience, having this ability to be tough. Because if you have intelligence and talent and competitiveness, but you're not tough, you're going to get to that pain, that discomfort, that, wait a minute, this is new for me, I'm not comfortable with this, and that disrupts your world. Then you're going to find yourself struggling even more. So we need to make sure that we check ourselves. This is what I'm doing for myself, because I know I got gifts and talents, and I've been living 59 years, and I've realized the talents that I have, and I'm using them. That's how I earn a living, with the gifts and talents that I have. And I do have this competitive spirit. I have this warrior spirit that I never give up. And those of you who know me well know that I don't give up. I'm tenacious, which is what I've been called in my life. I'm hard-headed. And if you believe in the zodiac, I was born in May, so my sign is Taurus. I'm a bull. And so and so I have that. However, I had to spend my life working at getting tougher. There was a time when things would happen in my life that I would fall apart. I would I'd get my feelings hurt, or I'd get upset because it didn't go my way, or someone said something, or something happened in the world that got me all upset, and then I would go away. There was times, I remember many years ago when I was probably in my 20s, and when something didn't go my way, I would go into this depressive state where I would just lock myself away for like days, sometimes 3 days, 4 days. I remember one time I had an experience like that in my life where I just got so, discouraged and depressed that I locked myself in my apartment. And I remember my boss coming to my apartment and banging on my door and calling, Peter, Peter, Peter. And he knew I was there because my car was out front. And I finally opened the door, and it was dark in my apartment. And he says, hey, man, we got to get you back to work. Get back to work. And he got me. My buddy Russ Sobczak, one of my first mentors, got me back and got me out there. But I spent decades really trying to find people that can help me and ways to help me to get more resilient, to become tougher, because I could not. My family could not. I needed my family to rely on me. And so this is the one thing I want to encourage everyone to do. It's going to be tough, and we're going to have moments in life that are going to come at you. And those of us that have been around for a while, we know that. We know that life, it's never going to go smooth. Okay, you want life to go nice and relaxed, but you're going to have upsets in the world where the world's going to turn upside down, go inside out, and go backwards. But we want to create the state that we can ride it out, that we know, okay, it's tough, but we're going to be tougher. It's hard, but we're going to get harder. And that's something that you do on purpose, with the purpose to be able to stand up in those storms of life. And I remember a couple of weeks ago, I watched Forrest Gump. And I don't know if you guys remember that movie, Forrest Gump, that one scene when Lieutenant Dang, he had lost his legs in the war, and he was struggling, accepting who he is and the loss of his legs. And he goes out on the boat with Forrest Gump, right? And then this big storm comes. I'm sure you guys remember the big storm comes, and he's up on the mast at the top, and bird's eye view, right? And the storm is just coming all over the place, and he's like going to God and like cursing God. I dare you to sink this boat. And he had this reckoning, and not so much with God, but with himself, a reckoning with himself, with the acceptance of the reality of where he is. And then he was at peace after that. He was able to build the resilience to get tougher and then be at peace. And we need to look for that for ourselves, strive for that for ourselves, and then lead the way. If we have children, we need to lead the way with that, and to help them accept the fact that, hey, look, even though you're talented, you've got this good spirit, this warrior spirit, you're smart, you're intelligent, but we got to build that resilience. And the moment our kids or ourselves or people really lose it, then that's a moment where it could be a moment where they can say, wait a minute, I got to get stronger here. And it could be if you're paying attention and you are aware and you assess the situation, maybe your right appropriate action would be to go through the emotions, to process what's going on, and then stand up as fast as possible. Stand up, stand strong, and say, I got through it. And my whole being for me is to every day get up, wake up stronger, tougher, mentally, emotionally, physically, psychologically, everything, and then proceed in my day to exemplify that and to teach that by my words, by my actions, by all the gifts and talents that I have at my fingertips. And I want to encourage all of you out there as we go back to school. And I believe this is the beginning. It's going to get a little tougher because the technology is going to be stressed. The teachers are going to be stressed. Things are going to come in. Things are not going to work out. I experienced some of that today, where we have our classes happening. We're doing in-person classes. We're doing virtual classes. We're doing the combination of both. We're doing private lessons. So we've been doing this for a couple of months, but we're going to the back to school. And so I knew there was going to be some upsets. And so having to mitigate all that and be like a general and trying to make sure I have everything there, keep my mind focused and at the task at hand. It's all about using my gifts, my talents, this warrior spirit, and my intelligence, my wisdom, the knowledge that I've gained over the last 59 years. And then just this ability to be tough and tough it out and be resilient. So I want to encourage you guys. Thank you for spending this time with me. I guess this is why figured this would be like a bit of a rant, but it was a rant with a structure. So I had my notes here to make sure I went through that. I wanted to make sure I didn't go too far off track. And so, but I want to thank all of you. Thank the parents, thank the teachers, thank the community leaders, everyone working together to help each other, help all of us, help each other to move strong and powerfully through this historic experience. And we're going to look, I know, I see it in my mind now, because, those of you that have been following me, that know me well, know that, I'm running toward my 100th birthday. I'm 59 years old. I have 14,860 days until my 100th birthday. And on that day, one of the things that I might mention, might be this time and how we got through this time. And I believe that many of us will talk about, the COVID-19 pandemic world experience, that, and what were you doing during that time? What did you do that year, 2020? All right, guys, so have a great evening. Tomorrow's a new day. Relax, do what you can to have your evening rituals. I have an evening ritual that calms my mind, calms my state. As soon as I'm finished with you guys, I shut everything down. I'll whip up my book and I'll put some music on. I'll take my shower. I've already eaten, and I'll just calm my spirit down for the day, shut down, so that I can go to sleep, so I can rise up tomorrow and live my day full out. Guys, if you need anything, reach out to me. If you are a student at DKC, let me know. If you have any questions about our scheduling. If you're virtual, ask questions about that. In person, ask questions about that. If you want one-on-ones, please reach out to me. We can work that out. We've got it scheduled. Master Donald's got all the team in place, and we're all in position to help you guys out, especially now. And so reach out to me, reach out to us. If you're not a student, we do have a special. We have a back to school specials, 3 classes. One of our favorite. We decided to use the most favorite special. This is the one that the families love. This one's 3 classes for $19.99. Just go to our website, DonatoKarate.com. Other than that, guys, have a great evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Take care.